The third type of molecular solids is hydrogen bonded molecular solid. Hope you know about hydrogen bonding. You have studied in 11th standard. Hydrogen bonding also come into existence in the covalent molecules. As I told you now, covalent molecules formed by the sharing of a pair of electrons. If the covalent molecule has hydrogen as one of the constituent, hydrogen must be present in the molecule. And if hydrogen is bonded to either fluorine or oxygen or nitrogen. So again I tell you, the covalent molecule must contain hydrogen. It should be covalently bonded to either fluorine or oxygen or nitrogen. Then those molecules possess hydrogen bonding. The same dipole-dipole interaction, same electronegative difference. Consider HF molecule, in which hydrogen is less electronegative, fluorine is more electronegative. So the pair of electron in the covalent bond is more attracted towards a more electronegative fluorine. So this leads to a partial negative charge on the fluorine and a partial positive charge on the hydrogen. The charge separation will be more when hydrogen is present, particularly when it is bonded with the fluorine or oxygen or nitrogen, because of the more electronegativity difference. So again, in this molecule, a dipole is produced, same positive negative. So next to molecule, we have the same situation, next to molecule, same situation. So now an intermolecular force is operating between the molecules. This is again intermolecular force, attraction. But here, hydrogen is present, bonded with the fluorine or oxygen or nitrogen, which have more electronegative difference. So this dipole-dipole interaction is specifically called the hydrogen bonding. This hydrogen bonding is somewhat stronger than the van der Waals force, other normal dipole-dipole interaction. So some crystals, some covalent molecules possess hydrogen bonding. Those solids are called hydrogen bonded molecular solids. Example, solid ice containing H2O molecule, glucose, urea. They are usually soft molecules, soft solids. They possess slightly higher melting point than the polar and non-polar molecular solids. So these are the three types of molecular solids: polar molecular solids, non-polar molecular solids, hydrogen bonded molecular solids. Finally, we move on to the fourth type of solids, fourth type of crystal, metallic solids. You know metals like gold, silver, iron, copper, and alloys. Alloys means a mixture of two or more metals. So they are called the metallic solids. What is the special characteristics of metallic solids? They possess metallic bond. Hope again you studied the metallic bond in 11th standard. In a metallic crystal, if you consider crystal, the metal ions are embedded or in a fixed position in the crystalline solid. These are the metal ions. These metal ions are surrounded by its own valence electron. You know, metals are highly electropositive. The valence electron present in the metal ion easily escape into the crystal lattice, in the crystal surface. So its electron is present here. Similarly, the electron of each metal ion comes out. They are free to move. So these electrons are pervading, these electrons are moving freely through the crystal like this. So electrons are mobile electrons, fixed metal ion. So electrons being negatively charged, metal ion having positive charge, they are held by attractive force. This force is called the metallic bond. This force is also very strong. Why? When you consider a metal ion, it is surrounded by many number of electrons simultaneously. Similarly, when you consider an electron, it is surrounded by number of metal ions. So the force present between the metal ion and the electrons is very high. So this is called metallic bonding. This also leads to close packing in the metallic crystal. Because of this close packing, metals are too hot. Metals are very hot. And because of the free movement of the electrons, metals are very good conductors of electricity, as well as they are good conductors of heat. So they are good conductors of heat and electricity. Because of this property, metals possess bright luster. So these are the important characters of a metallic crystal. Examples are, as I told you, all metals, most of the metals, and then the alloys. So these are the metallic crystal. So let us recapitulate. That is, there are 4 types of crystals, namely ionic crystal, covalent crystal, molecular crystal, and metallic crystal. They are classified on the basis of the nature of the particles present and the nature of the force operating between